Hello and welcome to our report card for the Virtual Energy Blackout. If you haven't seen one of these before, basically what I do is go back and revisit a ball that's been out for a few months to check in, see how popular it's been, see if I got it right in the review, and report on how much we've used it and what it's best at. Also, since it is a report card, I will actually be giving out a grade with the assistance of the Kool-Aid Man. The staffers always robe up and pass the cups out for every new release, but are they still drinking it a few months down the road? This is a report card, not a secondary review, so I'm going to cut to the chase. Some details are still necessary and important, but my original review gets in depth on the details, and it's linked at the end of this one. I also have a few instructional videos linked in the description that will teach you everything you need to know about cores, core dynamics, and layouts, but I still need to share the details for the more experienced viewers. The short version is that the Blackout has the REX Pearl cover on it that we've seen a ton, but I'm not complaining. I've liked it on everything it's been on. Reactor gloss has been fixed on the newer stuff, but depending on the pour date of your Blackout, might still have the old version on it, and I'm still hearing people saying, I just drilled one and it won't hook. So if you get a Blackout, unless it has a 2024 pour/inspection/box date on it, it's probably safest to reset the cover. The famous Shapelock HD core has a 248RG 052 differential and an 020 int diff in 15 pounds, so your prototypical big, strong, asymmetric weight block. The Blackout represents a new shape for this core though, meaning that this core has historically created a very recognizable and specific shape on the lane, regardless of the cover stock. It's typically a very defined hook set hockey stick kind of shape that's firmly directional, meaning it's not forward but it's not continuous, it's somewhere in between. The virtual gravity, energy, gravity evolve, some of the overseas stuff, you always knew what shape you were getting with this core, but REX Pearl seems to take everything and make it ultra round and continuous. I know it's technically a Reserve Blend 801 Pearl on the Zen Gold label, but trust me, it's REX, and the ZGL acts nothing like the other Zens. The OG, Soul, and Master were all very heavy rolling and forward, but put REX on the ZGL and all of a sudden it's several feet cleaner and super continuous. The Blackout is really impressive. It's really clean, really round shaping, very continuous, and extremely versatile. Basically an asymmetric gold label for all intents and purposes. How it manages to be so clean and sharp, but stable and consistent at the same time is kind of wild. You saw Kyle Troop win a title with it earlier in the year. Just used it as the comparison ball for Tobias's DNA coil review, and it kind of dumped on the coil, to be perfectly honest. It's strong enough again to use it successfully on heavier patterns like the PBA, but it's a great, stronger league ball at the same time. It's a little too clean and quick for me, but Angel still gets hers out occasionally, Tobias uses his, and I'm still seeing scores with it, so even though it's 6 months old now, which is getting long in the tooth for bowling ball relevancy anymore, I think it is still relevant and a great choice if you're in the market for something like this. The Blackout gets a solid A. I'll reserve the plus for super special cases, so this is about as good of a grade as you're going to get for something without it just being lightning in a bottle. It's about as versatile of a ball as one can reasonably be, and it'll work for about as many different bowler styles as a ball reasonably could. I get not wanting to buy something just for something else you want to come out right after that. But stuff comes out too fast to worry about that anymore. The DNA coil is coming and it's no competition, so if you're interested in this one, I think you can safely just pull the trigger because it's going to take something really special to outdo this one anyway. Down in the description is a link to Bowler's Mart that will get a Blackout ordered for you. I do have to note that I do receive a 5% commission on all sales through the links, and of course don't forget my code ROSEDOLL10 to get 10% off your order at checkout at CoolWick. Thanks for watching and may the strikes be with you.